days, all the liturgies, all the customs of Orthodox are meant to remind us. How often do we need to be reminded? Paki paki. Again and again and again we need to be reminded. Because how easily we forget. You know, it's a funny thing. We forget about God, but I can remember the wrongs done to me. What is that? I can remember the wrongs done to me, but I forget God. How strange we are as people. You see, it's difficult to fight against the evil of this world if we do not remember what God has done for us, that we might have hope in what He will do, and how He has brought His Spirit to us and made us the people that we are. If we don't remember that, how do we fight the evil in the world around us? Again, the Jews were very practical in their understanding of this, because they would raise an Ebenezer. And what's an Ebenezer? It's a rock of remembrance. And so whenever God did something for them, they would build like a little stack of rocks, or they'd raise a huge stone. Why? Because every time they passed by, they would look at that stone and go, oh yeah. Or if they got depressed or fearful, they could go and look at the stone and go, yeah, God did that for me. He'll do that for me again. It's so important that we be able to remember, because without memory, as someone said, if we forget history, we are doomed to repeat it. And without the memory of what God has done for us through our life, we're just setting ducks for the evil one who will try to drive us to despair. So then, you see how important memory and remembrance is to our faith, to our understanding of who we are as human beings. How essential and crucial that it is. How important it is to spiritual life, to be able to fight the good fight, and to stand with the dignity that Orthodoxy gives to us as human beings. Is it any wonder then why your priest? Is it any wonder then why your priest is so worried when you don't come to vigil, or when you don't come to the feast days, or you aren't in church very often on Sundays? Do you understand why your priest is so worried? Because he wonders how. How are you fighting the fight? Knowing how easy it is to be forgetful about God. How easy it is. How are you fighting the good fight? How do you remember? Who is reminding you of what God has done for you and who you are, and the richness of the faith that God has given to us? I don't know about you, but I have to be reminded. I have to be reminded. My wife reminds me all the time. Thank God. I have to be reminded. If I don't, I become very forgetful. And then I'm just game for the hunter of my soul. So will I be remembered? I don't know. But more important, may I never forget God. And may I never forget what God has done for me. I'm forgetful and I need to be reminded. Problem solved. God has given me a church and a liturgical life built to keep these things in the forefront of my mind, so that I may live and live well as a human being, as an Orthodox Christian, as a child of God. Now, if I can just remember what time that service is. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.